Hi, I am Shawnee Godwin, the CEO of Communicate USA and the founder of the Joy Economics Coaching Program, where I get the great pleasure to work with women entrepreneurs who want to design their business around a lifestyle that brings them joy, and women who want to grow and scale their businesses using their God-given talents, their natural abilities, and their personal stories to create amazing content and to pull up in the world exactly as God created them to be. So today I'm excited because we are going to be talking about a topic that has really been impressed upon me in the last 30 to 45 days. And that is simply a question I'm going to throw out to you. All right, you ready? All right, the question is simply this: who is in your network? Yeah, who's in your network? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who's in your tribe? Who is in your community that looks like you? Who's done the things that you are trying to do and who has gone before you and can advise you, connect you, and provide you with the resources you need so that you can do what you're trying to do more fast, more efficiently, and with greater ease and flow. Because where there's ease and flow, there's not as much stress. And when there's not as much stress, it creates immense amounts of room and space for joy. And y'all know I am all about some joy. So that is what we're talking about today. I want you to do me a favor. Take a minute right now, stop what you're doing and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You're not gonna wanna miss this. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then come on in here and let's get started. Class is in session. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. I know that you don't have a lot of time and I cannot wait to get you to this goodness. So over the last 30 to 45 days, I've had the amazing opportunity to take two, killer, over-the-top, eye-opening trips where I've had some amazing experiences with some amazing entrepreneurs that are easily over the $1 million mark. Just killing the game. And I feel so honored and blessed to be part of these communities and to have been given the opportunity and given the blessing to be able to spend really intentional time, a week in each instance, with these entrepreneurs. So on the first trip, I went to Quito, Ecuador. That's right, Quito, Ecuador, which is literally at the equator. Ecuador means equator. And I got to spend a week with my accountability group. That is a group that I meet with monthly, where we talk all about our business challenges, our issues, our wins, our successes. We also spend time talking about our families and our personal lives and our goals, and the intersection of these three things are important because if one of these areas in your life as an entrepreneur is off, then the business inevitably will take a hit and it'll show up in your business. If something's off in your business, then your family and your personal will take the hit. And it all affects us as the entrepreneur. So if we are not holistically happy and whole, then guess what's gonna take the hit, right? Your business, yourself, your persona, your employees. And so I am so grateful for my friends and my connections in EO Atlanta, Entrepreneur Organization Atlanta, the Atlanta chapter, shout out, for offering me these opportunities to really connect outside of my day-to-day space, to think differently, to go to a completely different country, spend some time really exploring the land, learning about the different things that drive the economy in Quito, really having some amazing experiences, eating some amazing food and some things that were different and things I normally wouldn't have eaten or tried. But it was all about experiences, right? It was all about stretching myself out of my comfort zone. And I want to tell you I'll tell you. So I just don't even want to say this because I'm still struggling with it. But one of the things I got to try when I was in Quito, that was an experience. Quito, Ecuador, they are known for one of the delicacies that they eat is called, I think it's called cuy, is how they say it. Please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but it is essentially guinea pig. Yeah, that's right. So one of the things we had to do was try guinea pig. And I'm an adventurous eater. I really am. So I took one for the team. We had like a nine course tasting. And I tried the guinea pig. Now, I struggled with it. I won't lie. Mentally, it was really, really hard for me to overcome. But it actually tasted decent. It tasted about like duck to me. So what I realized was that I had to stretch myself to do uncomfortable things, sometimes for myself and for my business. I'm not telling you to go try guinea pig, but if you're adventurous and ever get to Quito, it is something that they're known for, and I do expect and encourage you to try different things. All right, back on topic. We are talking about your network, and so all of this relates to your network because had I not been with these people, had we not been there intentionally to connect, commune, fellowship, think differently, try things we would never try, I would have not been sharpened as an entrepreneur. I have learned that by being around entrepreneurs, I can see myself most clearly the way God designed me. And so that is reason number one why your network matters. You need to see that mirroring effect, that reflection of yourself back in other people. And if you are spending time with people who are not entrepreneurs, though we may love them, it is very difficult for people who are not wired like you sometimes to see you clearly. And that validation in being seen clearly really up levels your confidence and helps you show up in your full form, in the fullest version of yourself, the best version of yourself, believing wholly and fully in the confidence of who you are and how God created you. The second trip I was able to go on was to New York. I got to go to New York City a couple of weeks ago with another amazing group of entrepreneurs from EO Atlanta who just mashed up and decided to go light up the city that never sleeps. We hit Wall Street, y'all. I got to go to the freaking floor of the New York Stock Exchange. And so being surrounded with that community, being connected to the right people, I was able to get the invite to go to New York, and I got to spend an amazing week with 20 other entrepreneurs who I had never met, most of them, and got to meet new people, try new things, grow some new amazing connections. I even am walking away with a good potential new mentor, and that just never would have happened if I wouldn't have stretched myself out of my comfort zone. Now, when I got the ask to go to New York, my first concern was, oh my God, COVID, I can't go. But I really wanted to push myself to be uncomfortable and to meet some new people. I've been complaining about not feeling connected and not having enough connections in the organization. And so when I got the ask, I promised and committed to myself, if the dates are available, you're going, Shawnee. And so again, I pushed myself out of the comfort zone. And again, another amazing experience commenced. I want to talk about what I saw on the New York Stock Exchange for a moment, because that really blew my mind. Being on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, I got to see the rate at which money moves through this country. And if you could see how much money is flowing through this country in milliseconds, it puts all that we've done in perspective. And so for all that I've accomplished and all that I've gained as a woman entrepreneur who scaled over the $1 million mark, which is important because only 2% of us do that, I was immensely, profoundly struck by the reality that $1 million in the ecosystem of the New York Stock Exchange is probably like an nth of a penny. Like that much money is moving instantaneously through the American capitalist system. And so what I saw was, yes, someone who has achieved a lot by standards based on her race, based on her gender. And what really, really made an impression on me was the reality that if I had had the right network, the right community, the right resources, perhaps I could have done it much faster. We just celebrated our 19th year in business, and I'm super, super grateful. I'm super blessed to have been around here for 2 decades. But what I realized is it's taken me a lot longer to figure out how to maneuver, how to grow, and how to connect, because everything I've done, I've had to do myself. I've had to find people, and we've had to figure it out, and we've had to learn things the hard way, through trial, through error, through figuring it out. And while that's very, very important, sometimes the fastest way to figure something out is to just be in the right community. Be with people who have been there and done that, and who can quickly tell you, yeah, don't do it that way. I learned this, I learned that. Don't do it this way. This is your path. And so I've been blessed to have some amazing communities and amazing networks, but I'm now really fully realizing the value of inserting myself in connecting and communing with people who are in networks of people who are already at the place that I'm trying to be. So that would be my next big aha, my next big tip for you around why your network matters. And finally, the last reason and last thing I really came to realize is that having a community of people who get you and know you and understand you creates a lot more joy and confidence and ability in your life. And so, y'all, I am walking around these streets lately with this newfound confidence, this newfound swagger, if you will, because I know that I got my peeps and I know that I got my community. And as the Bible tells us, we know that iron sharpens iron. And I am so grateful for a community of people who not only are going ahead of me, but are willing to share what they've learned, willing to pour out their time, their energy, their families, their friends, their resources to connect me with the things I need to be the great, great person that I am and that I'm called to be in this world. And so the last thing is really the resources. Connections create more connections, create more connections. And through those connections, we are able to collaboratively grow and scale our business with a lot more ease and a lot more joy. And y'all know I'm all about some joy. So if you are wanting to grow your network, or if this message made an impact on you, one of the first things I do want to do is invite you to join our community, where we are really wrapping our arms around women entrepreneurs who want to grow and scale their businesses, whether it's to 6 or 7 figures. It doesn't matter the number. What matters most is that you want to do it in a way that is easier, fruitful, productive, and produces a great, immensely happy life for you and your family. If you want to create more joy as you grow and scale and climb, then I invite you to join our community. Do me a favor and hop on over to Instagram. Follow me at I am Shawnee Godwin. Link in with me at LinkedIn, and follow me on Facebook and connect with me there. We would be happy to support you by providing you with all kinds of resources, from emails to master classes. We give out so much free goodness in our community. You will grow just off of that momentum. And then when you're ready, I've got all kinds of tips, programs, and materials and resources to help you grow. Also, don't be afraid to seek out communities in your area. So I'm going to drop a couple of organizations that I'm a member of right here in the notes for you. If you're a woman, Women's Business Enterprise National Council, also known as WeBank, has been amazingly fruitful for me, as has NMSDC, National Minority Supplier Development Council. If you're a minority, these groups certify minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, and connect you to other people like you, giving you access to not only other members, but to corporations who are looking to do business with businesses just like yours. I am also a member of Entrepreneurs Organization, which is a global organization. And a lot of EO chapters have accelerators for people who are under $1 million, who are looking to scale and grow to the $1 million mark. And last but not least, I encourage you always to check in with your local Chamber of Commerce's, your small business development centers. Look for accountability groups, mastermind groups, but most of all, just get involved with us. So if this video blessed you, then do me a favor and take heed to the advice. Go ahead and sign up to join our community. And last but not least, share it with a friend or a person you know who may be struggling, and this may just be the message they need to get the relief and the support they need to climb out of that hole and begin growing and scaling their business with a lot more joy. All right, y'all, that's it. We're gonna get out of here. Go have a great, amazing day. Take on this beautiful week and go out there and be light and love in the world. I love y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you back.